Good afternoon, everyone. It is Tuesday, August 5th, 2025. Nasdaq possibly confirming a lower high. Bears playing some defense. And we'll find out if we're looking for possibly another dip buy, even with a lower high. But before we get into it, if you give the video a thumbs up, helps out the channel, helps me out, makes me happy, makes you guys happy, because then I make good content for you guys. Also, don't forget to come find me on Carnivore Trades.com for swing trading alerts analysis and live day trading. Let's get into the charts today, though. And we had a little bit of a gap up that ended up fading. And I talked about this in the morning video in the short, and I said this is a day to sell rallies and buy dips, essentially. And that was pretty much kind of what happened here. We actually got a nice dip buy off in the trading room this morning, which required a little bit of patience, but it paid out pretty nice. We got just off the lows of the day, really. Half size at 63.22. A little bit of a gain there after about, I think, 8 or 9 points. Pulled back, re-added on the reclaim here of the high. Took some off again, and now just holding a runner. So that was a nice kind of setup here, and not looking for much upside after this area. At least for not today. So kind of just like a balancing type of day. But a couple of things to talk about here. All we really did is, this morning, basically we just retested this area here. And bears did play defense. So we had a flag, and it backed off. So bears rolled it over, but bulls are holding here, right? So we essentially retested. I'll be watching too. I'll be watching to see. I'm doing the video a little early. I got some stuff going on after 4 today. So I'm not sure if we're going to try and dip into the close here. But even if we do, I think there's still a really good amount of support just below this pivot here. It never quite filled out that liquidity. But yeah, we were looking for it to go there, and it did. And, we're holding up right now. There's also an iron condor, if you're not aware, but it's at 90 to 95 on SPX. So I think even if we dip down there, it's going to get bounced back up into the close. So just kind of a consolidation day. One of the things I have noticed, though, jumps out at me. We talked about this yesterday. I said, watch if the spiders start to inch up and the other indexes start to inch up and make new highs, and the Nasdaq doesn't. Nasdaq here, as of right now, it has not confirmed really like a higher low. So you're technically hasn't confirmed a lower high either, because we haven't taken this pivot out. But if we were to close right here on the SPY, I would say there's a good chance you could make a case you've got a higher low pivot. Another thing that you could make a case has a higher low pivot is the thing that I get made fun of for every single day, which is the Russell 2000. IWN up 96 cents here. And I know that, it's down a couple of days in a row, which means that it's like the most worst chart ever. But, all it really did was just back test this breakout zone. And, you had a reversal candle yesterday and kind of an inside day today. Look at the IWM intraday. It's basically at the highs of the day. The Nasdaq just made a new low. So we're seeing that outperformance. We're starting to see things shift here. And why does that matter? Well, generally when the Qs, the market tops out, puts in a reversal. If the Qs don't make a new high, it's usually a sign there's a high in place. And that doesn't mean that the Dow and the Russell or the S&P can't make a new slight high, but usually that's kind of your distribution signal. Speaking of distribution, look at SMH today, down 1%. That's some pretty heavy selling there. There is volume behind that. Volume behind NVDA. Volume behind Broadcom too. We have AMT after the bell. If that gets to 160, I think that could be an interesting... There's an interesting dealer level, we'll just say. I think it would be a dip buy. It might go to 200 though on the bull case. Outside of that, the equilibrium would be 180. So we'll see how that goes. But that's kind of the long and short of it here. I think tomorrow we'll probably see some, maybe a little bit more backing and filling here, trying to figure out if we're going to zigzag. That's kind of my thought, is we will zigzag here, put in a higher low at some point and try to make a run at the highs here. But I wouldn't be like looking to open up too many new longs here, at least in anything that's had a big run. That said, market's holding up well. We had some rumors today. I did pick up UNH finally. So I had this, I got in at 258 before. We had a nice trade on that. I did get back in, and the reason for that is there was a rumor that came out that was about Berkshire trying to put together a big purchase, and it still hasn't been substantiated. But what gets me here is that it still hasn't been substantiated, and it's not selling off. It should be rolling back over if it's a rumor, and it's not. So that tells me I don't even care if it's a rumor or not. I don't even care if it's a lie. The fact that it's not coming back down on that says that, to me, maybe short sellers are saying, okay, like this is what could happen. It's like a trial balloon almost. Like this is what could happen if they get positive news right now. Probably a good idea to back off. Like, don't you think you've gotten enough meat off the bone here if you're short? Right, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, and we are breaking back above 250. I can tell you right now, dealers are not prepared for this to break above 250. If this can get through there with volume, they will have to scramble to hedge. There is no upside hedges on this of significance, really. You know, you can get through a dealer level for, you know, a dollar or two, and it can reject. But right now, it's looking like it's accepting here. We'll see if it gets a power hour move. So I had a small position in that. I was really hoping for 220, 225, but we might not get there. Speaking of healthcare, XLV down 40 cents. It was up nicely yesterday, though. Dow today down 11 cents on the diamond. We talked about SMH. IGV today, little gap in crap. Palantir shorts continue to get roasted. This could still go to 180, though. That's about it, though, for that right now. Transport's a nice rebound. That needed a bounce there. And interest rates, we'll just look at the notes here. Nothing of significance, but we do have auctions coming up, 10s tomorrow and 30s, I believe, on Thursday. XHB continues to act well, up 1.5, sniffing out rate cuts, I think. IYR also trying to clear that red bar from Friday. So good rebound there. XLF fractionally lower. KRE trying to get back to the 50 and 200. And we have broker dealers here flat to lower as well. Oil got hit on some, it was hit earlier, then it got hit again on truce news with Russia. It didn't really follow through that much. Volatility really died down on this, hasn't it? I was kind of hoping that this would get to, like, what did I say, 71.50 for like a quick short. Just a quick short, but didn't quite get there. I'm not necessarily bearish oil, by the way, that would just be a trade. I do like XLE, what this is doing here. So I like how it grabbed all sorts of liquidity this morning, and it's rallied back nicely. So damaging that wedge, taking out some stop losses. XOP bouncing, and OIH getting a nice bid, up almost 3%. Dollar opening higher, but coming back in. Still holding that inverse head and shoulder neckline. Pretty wide range candle there, though, so it's got a lot of work to do. Gold is stronger this morning, kind of taking a break here. Silver had a nice run today. So 50 MA held. I'm kind of missed. I didn't get that the other day. But yeah, nice rebound there. Platinum and palladium. Palladium a little soft here. That can lose 1,200. And the copper not doing anything. It's probably going to stop out my runner tonight. This is just not doing anything here. So, Bitcoin, not a lot going on there either. Just get my. Actually, I'll just. Trading view chart's messed up. Yeah. It's down 1%, but, you know, it came off the lows. So a little weakness there. We'll see if it can rebound tomorrow. See IBIT there. Anyway, yeah, market holding up. Nasdaq trying to hold the low today. I don't think we're going to get through the lows here by the close. If we do, it should bounce back up to 62.90. But right now, watch the Nasdaq, watch the Russell. If those jaws start to go shut, which is starting to happen, and we're starting to see things like, you know, UNH, XLP, XLU, these other kind of sectors, defensive sectors, rally as tech comes in. Amazon, Apple, right? Meta looking a little top heavy. Microsoft, Nvidia, we've seen some distribution here. So watch those things. So anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up here. Again, you guys take care. Don't forget to come find me on carnivoretrades.com. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.